Hi friends, welcome to my channel. And in today's topic, we'll be seeing for loops, for loop and for each loop, because these are very important loops in Tickle. And just to give you a recap, we discussed loops in my previous video where I discussed conditional loops, and before that, I discussed procedure, and before that, I discussed some of the Tickle basics. So, in case of doubt, or if you're new to Tickle, please go watch those older videos and get an idea about the Tickle. Also, learn how to install Active Tickle to practice this language to be proficient in it. And for today, let's not waste too much of our time and start with the for loops. So, why are we using for loop? We are using this loop to perform a same command n number of times. Okay. N number of times, as in I gave you an example previously. I'll repeat the example. Let's say I want to create a VSS stripe in a particular area and I want to create 10 stripes like that. So instead of writing this create stripe command again and again, what I can do is I can just, write this in a for loop where tool will be running this command 10 times for me and will be executing that command for the 10 times. Now, how do we write it? The simple keyword is for. Okay. Now, for is the command when it works the same as like expr, same as if else. So whenever tickle sees for, it understands, okay, some kind of loop is getting returned. Then you take a variable, whether a, I, or any variable. Then you set that variable to 0 or to any number. It's just like in counter, okay? Just like you're writing a counter here. So set a as 0. Then this value of a is passed here using $sign. And then you're giving it a condition where it has to be lesser than n or it can be greater than n, anything like that. Since I'm starting with 0, therefore I have written here as lesser, okay, as lesser. Then we are incrementing a to reach this certain value. Now here n is not a string, it's a number. We have to make sure that we are understanding correctly. So here n is a number. Now when you are incrementing n up to this value of, you are incrementing a up to this value of n, whatever return in the body of this for loop will be getting executed. Once it reaches just exactly equal to n, like let's say if n is 4 and this value comes to 3, now in next turn this 3 will be equal to 4. Now that is equal, so it won't execute it. You start defying this condition and tickle will stop running this command here, whatever present in this body. Tickle will stop doing it. So till the time you're following it, it is getting executed. Once you start defying this particular condition, article interpreter will stop executing these commands. Let me show you an example. For, and we have to make sure that in syntax that we are writing, it has to be very apt. So incremental, this keyword is an inbuilt keyword in Tickle. Tickle understands INCR as increment. It understands increment means +1 to whatever the variable we are passing it. Now, since it's an inbuilt function in Tickle, that's why we do not have to write dollar with the I. If you're writing I, it understands this I is a variable and it has some value. Okay, I hope this works. Yeah, so I missed double quotes here. Therefore, I have given double quotes here. And now you see that as I started from 0, so this is executing 0th time, then it's executing this as 1th time, then second, and then third time. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3. As my I becomes equal to the 4, I've defined this condition, it will stop. My loop will stop here. Now in the similar fashion, we have a for each loop. What's the difference between for and for each? Here, I'm using for and it's just doing nothing, just simply running this particular command which is present in this body. But then for each, so whenever I have a list, I can perform same command on each value that is present in that list or in that set. Okay, that's why yes, we are saying it as for each. So let's say I have list as 11, 12, 13. Set list 11, 12, 13. Okay, and now for each is the keyword. I'll write num dollar list. Now with this tool we'll understand that okay, I'm calling list here, and first I have to perform operation on this 11 because I'm writing here for each. So this 11 will go to this num. Then I'll use this num here, expr dollar num plus 1. So this num had value. First it will have value 11, which will be called here. Then this one will get added and it will be puts. Okay, like it will be printed on your screen. So first the operation is performed on 11, then performed on 12, then performed on 13. It's the same commands, okay, same set of commands which have been executed. However, they have executed on different elements of a list. Okay, so this is the difference between for each and for. Here, for each is performed whenever there is a list, whenever there is a set or an array or anything. Okay, a group of numbers or objects, elements, I can simply say. However, for you do not need anything like that. You just have to keep on performing a set of commands for n number of times. That is for. So here I think I have explained the difference between for and for each pretty well. If you're still confused and if you're still having a doubt, please let me know in comments. I can write down explanation for you so that you can understand it better. Please try at your home and practice it so that you become proficient in this. We'll be discussing complex uses of these loops and procs together in my future and upcoming videos. For today, this is it. And in my next videos, yes, I'll be discussing while and break and continue the loops. So take care, have a great day. Also, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel so that you'll be updated. For if you want to subscribe my channel, the description is given, the link is given in the description. Thank you for your time.